Yo, what is up guys, Bob87 King here, back again with another video, and in this video we are going to be doing the Disventure Camp winner rankings, which obviously I've just finished wrapping up the winner rankings for Total Drama, so I figured with All-Stars just ending, I might as well do it for Disventure Camp. And honestly, these three winners are pretty good, even though I have issues with one winner. I do feel like the two other winners would probably actually be around like the Cameron level, the MacArthur level, honestly, to where honestly, I can say for sure Disventure Camp has better winners than Total Drama, because I feel like Disventure Camp actually cares about the storylines of the show, to where they at least know how to end the season, honestly, on a good note. To where, yeah, we have three winners to rank, so let's just get started at number 3 here. And at number 3, we have the most recent winner, and that is Rhea. And I have mixed emotions with Rhea winning. Obviously, I was rooting for other people, like a Gret, Alec, a Jake, even a Connor at one point. And to see Rhea win, I do understand why they chose Rhea to win. Obviously, as Rosa pointed out, like, you may win the game, but you're going to end up alone, and that's exactly what happened as we saw near the end of the episode. And to be honest, All Stars, like the finale, actually did almost make me cry a lot, so that's probably also why I do kind of like Rhea's win, just because it really does show like just the impact that it would have caused on a lot of people, because everyone kind of warned her that she kept going down this path and she would end up alone, and that's essentially what happened. However, I was more so rooting for other people in the game. I was rooting for Jake, I was rooting for Alec, I was rooting for Gret, I was rooting for Connor, and overall, I just don't think Rhea was just that good of a character in All-Stars. So if I was doing a top 10 characters in All-Stars, Rhea probably isn't on the list. If I was doing a gameplay ranking, I don't think Rhea is that high. To where I've seen a lot of people say that, oh, Rhea played the best game out of like every single Disventure Camp winner, which I honestly think is the opposite. I think Rhea plays actively the worst game out of the three. I will say though, she did have a better beginning than Miriam and James, but the problem is that her terrible social play and also voting with Yule definitely does, in my opinion, tank my perception just as Rhea overall as a player. I feel like she also gets very lucky in the fact that Ali and Jake have this massive rivalry, and that's why Aiden goes home. I feel like she should have split the vote, because that's kind of what made Alec go home. She's on the wrong side of the vote on the Gret vote, and then overall, she's just not that good of a person on the season, to where she's just mostly pretty unlikable. And Rhea, I don't know what it is about Rhea. Maybe in the future I'll have a higher opinion about Rhea, but Rhea's just a character where in season 2, before she turned evil, she was just kind of boring. And when she is like evil and in her villain era, I just don't personally care. And same thing goes with All Stars, to where even though she has some redeeming moments with her relationship with Gret, when she tells Gret like, come on, like leave Yule and stuff, like outside of that moment, Rhea's just kind of either or she's just kind of annoying. So she is at number 3 here. I do like her win, kinda, or not really like her win. I kind of just understand why she won. But in my opinion, she's just not the most satisfying winner when you actually think about it. Hey guys, editing Bodv here, and I don't think I explained myself well enough when I said Rhea was pretty annoying. And I just didn't really like the way Rhea treated Connor throughout the entire season and almost killing him and then barely even apologizing. I think that's pretty terrible. Her kissing Alec multiple times without his consent, or not really multiple times, but at least kissing Alec without his consent is just pretty weird. And honestly, just all of her antics were just really juvenile and just not really my cup of tea, so yeah, that's why she was at the bottom. Coming in at number 2, this is not supposed to be like a ranking as some overall as characters, but to be honest, this list is kind of just that, and at number 2 here, we do have Miriam. And to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of Miriam when I first watched season 1 at the very beginning, just because she was kind of just a naggy old grandma who wasn't even playing the game too well, but it was until the cooking episode where her and Jake kind of become friends. And not to mention her orchestrating the Gret blindside, which I found to be pretty interesting. And also her kind of maintaining like Tom and Jake's relationship to a point to where obviously it does blow up in her face. But I mean, not really in her face, but they kind of just like break up and Tom goes home. But throughout the season, I just really liked Miriam. I thought she was a very solid character. Her backstory was also really sad, also made me nearly cry. But yeah, overall, Miriam, a very solid character throughout season 1. Played the game pretty well in my opinion, and she was just a very likable, wholesome character, and I was really happy to see her win. Coming in at number 1, I mean, what do you expect? He's my all-time favorite Disventure Camp character, and it's not even close, it's James. And like one of my favorite Total Drama winners, Gwen, James goes through massive development throughout the season. I mean, James comes in just wanting to be a TikToker, trying to just rise up his followers, and that's why he tries to risk up Aiden. And obviously we see throughout the season of how James actually grows real feelings for Aiden, and they are my all-time favorite Disventure Camp couple, and it's not even close, to be honest. But yeah, I really do love James and Aiden throughout the entire season. They definitely do make season 2 in my opinion, even though season 2 is probably my least favorite season though. I feel like James definitely does carry the season for me when it comes to entertainment, because in the pre-merge he's very entertaining. Again, I think the Carol move is a terrible move for one, to blow up the entire like plan to try to get out one of the girls or whatever, which in my opinion, once Carol goes, it's like if they lose again, James is for sure going home. And that's why I do understand why people say that James is kind of a bad player. And to be honest, in retrospect, is he that good? Probably not, but in my opinion, I think James, once he teams up with Yule and they vote off Maggie, I think James plays a pretty solid game throughout, and honestly, he just gets to the end pretty easily in my opinion, which I do really like because James is my favorite character. I really like James's dynamic with Carol. I think it was very interesting, and I really wish Carol would have been on All-Stars just to see their dynamic play out again, even though I do believe Aiden mentioned in those, like, Royal Prince buys or whatever, Aiden did mention that Carol kind of just said like she can forgive them, but like she needs to stay away from them. So I feel like that dynamic could have been interesting to play out, or just seeing James go further in All Stars just would have been great anyways. I also love the episode where James pretty much poisons Yule, and it really does show that James actually does care for Aiden, even though yeah, he admits that it is messed up to poison another person. I do mostly feel like if it was any other person that he didn't have a strong bond with, he would have done it. And I feel like overall, that's kind of just why I love James as an overall character. Again, he came into the season being very shallow and then actually grew hard throughout the season, and we really do see that develop. And seeing him win the season was very shocking to me because I really thought Aiden was going to win as like the predictable winner. But the show surprised me, showing that someone can change and actually can win the game, and that is why James is here at number 1. And to be honest, I do think there is a debate that he could be number 1 in general, just including Total Drama, including Next Generation, even though I haven't seen Next Generation in over like, what, 3 years now? But I feel like overall, I feel like James could strongly be number 1 on my all-time favorite winners. I don't know if he's better than Heather. I feel like I truly need to debate that, but yeah, James is here at number 1. And that is the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Expect more All-Stars content. Expect the review. Expect the top 10 characters from season. Expect more just like character rankings and just rankings in general from Disventure Camp. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll try to get into Next Generation, but no guarantees. I'll probably just start it like a couple months like ahead or later. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace out. Love you.